This episode is brought to you by GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco. Get the most out of your vehicle with GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco original equipment. The only parts designed, engineered, tested, and backed by General Motors. You can find your perfect fit for most makes and models and choose from 3 tiers of parts, including GM OE or gold and silver aftermarket parts. Visit gmparts.com for more information.
How does PwC take your company to the leading edge? They bring the sharpest minds in tech to your team so you can bring the ideas that will transform your business. They're passionate about your industry so you can walk into any room with every advantage. And they're with you every step of the way so you can know you're headed in the right direction. PwC builds for what's next so you can get there now. Get started at pwc.com/us/leading edge.
This episode is brought to you by the Toyota Grand Highlander. Life's journey brings constant change filled with exciting surprises and grand challenges. And with its spaciousness, power, and style, the Toyota Grand Highlander is more than a vehicle. It's your partner in embracing all life throws at you. From the spacious adult-sized third row to seating for up to 8 passengers, the Toyota Grand Highlander is up for every grand challenge. Learn more at toyota.com/Grand Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello everyone! The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and just like all of our other episodes, it will include major spoilers. You've officially been warned. If you'd like to hear the episode in full, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today to get hundreds of hours of exclusive Patreon content, all for just $10 or less. Without further ado, here is your Patreon clip.
They all sustain injuries that do sort of change over time. Like, one of the things I actually like the most is how the way that they die the previous night shows up as a kind of bruising in the next day. So like when Max gets the chair leg through the eye, when we see him the next day, it looks like he has a black eye.
Well, okay, so I liked that too, but did you think that the movie started forgetting about that after this night?
100% it does. Yeah, it feels like the only other reference to it is really Abe's back, which is a comedic beat when we jump ahead and we realize, oh, I think it's like night 11 or 12 or something. And he's like, is my back okay? And they look at it and it's like disgusting and rotted. And you're like, it's fine.
Well, see, he has Wendigo spines growing out of his back. So that's the thing. Is
that what that's supposed to be?
It's not an injury from the previous night. It's, oh no, he's turning more into a Wendigo.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it doesn't work as well for me then.
No, but that's the thing. Okay, the one line of dialogue that I like rolled my eyes so hard in like a oh fuck you movie kind of way. So during the second night when they're putting it all together and they're like, oh, it's just like that movie, and they don't want to name Groundhog Day, they don't want to name Happy Death Day or any other movie, and then they're like, oh, there's actually lots of movies like that, and then they say, oh, but it's like this, and then Michael Cimino's character just goes, oh, so it's really not like those movies, and I was like, but it is.
You can't have your cake and eat it too until dawn. Come on.
I was like, you think you're doing something really different and you're not, which again is fine. But yeah, this whole thing of like, they should have had like bruises all over their bodies by the 13th night of this movie.
Right, but they're also pretty. We have to keep them attractive so that we want to secretly fuck these characters as well.
I guess. Well, anyway, so night 2, this is possession night. Megan immediately gets possessed, which is supposedly the only reason really she gets to have this like mysticism aspect to her.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And then basically after this night, we will more or less forget about it or just shove it to the side. Yeah, but I will say I like some of the wire stuff here. So we do get to watch Clover get tossed around a little bit. She gets dragged to a house across the street because we also see that every night more and more of the town starts to emerge from its sunken state below ground, which again, very Silent Hill. But
yeah, I can see that.
I kind of didn't hate it, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was always eagerly awaiting what the next night was going to be.
Right. Okay. Yeah, what did you think of this old lady with the oxygen tank? And this is where we get the clue about if you survive the night or if you die, you'll become part of it and so on. Like, did this work for you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
This whole stuff with like the witch, I mean, again, this is where I was like, Clover, why are you walking outside this house? Like, that's not your sister out there. Although, well, whatever, she's grieving, but like, it's a stupid decision a character has to make, and that goes into the game as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, this is all fine. This is probably one of the weaker nights to me, although it's oddly one of the longer nights, like in terms of movie's runtime.
Yeah, the nights definitely seem to accelerate as we go. I think the shortest one is the one where we lock ourselves in the bathroom and then we drink the exploding water. And that one's very short because obviously it takes out most of the characters in one fell swoop.
Well, they're also all sharing the same glass of water, and I was like, y'all, like, you take one sip of water and you're done? Like, no, you are chugging that water. Get your own glass.
It's in limited supply. Maybe we didn't know how much water we were going to be able to get out of that tap, because remember, first night, no water.
I do. Well, that's the thing. I do. Megan even says that there's no water. It wasn't there last night. So wouldn't you think? Why is it here tonight?
Slightly worried. Okay, we did jump over something in night 2 though that I wanted to highlight because this is a lower budget studio film. So we had 15 million that we were playing with, so it's not an insignificant sum, but apparently the shooting schedule was relatively fast and they had to spend a lot of time getting these actors in and out of makeup. Like there's a lot of practical effects. Yeah. So apparently this scene where Max goes in after Clover, she's been corrupted by the woman with the oxygen tank and she's been corrupted. There's this moment where he sees a doll on a rocking chair and it's like, fine, and then Clover just slits his throat. This was apparently supposed to be something much bigger, much better, and we just didn't have time to shoot it. So this was Sandberg switching things out on the fly, which is why we get this creepy Conjuring-esque.
That makes sense, because I was very much like, why are we doing this clown doll thing and not doing anything with it?
Yeah, because you watch it and you immediately think of Poltergeist, right? And it just doesn't really become anything. Like it feels like we're building up to something that should be much bigger, and then it's just a bit of a whimper, and you think, oh, okay, I guess it's but
it's fine.
So this was supposed to be something bigger and we just didn't have time.